Hello and welcome to another episode of our Speakeasy podcast. As always, well, that's Ken. Hi, Ken.
Hi.
I'm John. How are you?
Hey.
You know who we are already.
Yeah, I know.
What's
They
happening,
know.
man?
What is up, John? It feels like I haven't seen you in a while, bro.
Yeah, so it's been a few weeks. Yes, we've put out stuff every week like normal, but it's been pre-recorded because August has been a little busy for us.
It's a hectic time. Kids are not in school. They're doing
Not
their
yet.
own routines between camps, this, that,
Yeah.
whatever, sports for John's kids. It's been hectic, but we are thankful because we're kind of getting back into that school schedule now.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't like summer being over, but I like summer being over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It almost brings you back to a normalcy.
yes.
And like you said, a schedule.
A
I like that.
normal,
Yeah.
schedule. Like for my son in particular, he had some camps where he was out at 12. He had some camps where he's out at 4. He's going in at different times. It's affecting my schedule. Like I even feel like I can't do things I need to normally do sometimes.
Yeah. Even at home, like if I'm working from home, my kids are like, "Dad, can I go ride my bike here? Dad, can you drop me off here with my friend? Dad, can you pick this up? Can you do it?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
go to school."
Yeah, exactly. Now we can kind of get back into that routine. We kind of can gauge our schedules a little bit better. So it's been hectic, and that is
I was away,
and that's and
so
John was away.
We
and
couldn't record for a little bit.
Yeah, so we are a day late, and we apologize for that. Just blame John. But
It's my fault.
we are here now. We will be. This should be airing on a Wednesday, I think, if things go right, which is tomorrow. We're recording right now on the day we're supposed to release.
Yeah.
My
apologies for that.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm sure people will understand. But such is life. So, but me and John have been doing things. We're going to give a shout out to our buddy Mike. He just got married, him and Katie.
We were just at the wedding this past Saturday. Today's Tuesday. We were there on Saturday.
It was cool. It was my
in
first
upstate
barn
New
wedding.
York. Yeah, me too. It was
Yeah.
my first outside wedding, I think, too.
Oh, yeah.
It was this past Saturday in where was that?
Chester,
New
York.
Chester, New York. Oh my God, we're in Chester, New
We're
Jersey.
in Chester, in Chester, New York.
The Tetz Clydesdale Farm.
Yeah. They had
was
some nice,
man.
cool little Clydesdale horses out there.
Horses walking around. It was a beautiful ceremony outside in the 200-degree heat, but there was a fountain and a fan, so it was cool. And they kept it short and sweet.
They kept it short, very short and
ceremony
sweet. Now, it wasn't like it was really hot. It was more like the sun was hitting us, I think.
No, it was beautiful, man.
But it was so quick that it didn't even really phase us at all.
No.
And then the inside cocktail hour was like in the barn itself.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then they had a covered tent for the reception, which was very nice.
Yeah,
but very open at the same time.
Yeah, as soon as that sun went down and that breeze came in, it was the most beautiful night.
Oh, yeah. It was nice.
Music was good. The food was good. The drinks were flowing. The wives were driving.
They had some, thank you, Mike, other half Green City on draft.
Yeah, Mike got other half Green City.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, we were shocked he got that one. And then John and I were drinking a lot of bourbon, bullets.
A lot of bullet.
Bullet, Little Jack, it was a little everything, I think.
Yeah, a little everything.
But it was a good time. We had a good time.
We got Mike's money's worth on that. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. It was it was cool. Congrats again,
Cool photo
guys.
booth. We took some photos in the photo booth, you know.
Yeah.
Our pal Jay
I think the photo booth was like, we were having too much fun with that photo booth. Yeah.
We do stupid things.
Yeah,
I went home and looked at the thing. I was like, oh my God.
A little inappropriate at times.
That's
But
all right.
we
That's
apologize,
us.
guys.
People expect it from us. So
Yeah, I
we
think
can't
we
let
do.
them down.
Yeah, I know. And what else we had this weekend? We had fantasy football, too.
We had fantasy football. Man, we went to the Wild Acres Beer Festival over at Drownlands.
Why don't we, we'll talk about that right before we have the beer that we got from there.
That's true. Let's do our bourbon.
Exactly.
We'll do some fantasy.
Yeah.
And
sweet,
we'll get going.
fantasy
What do we got there today? I see you peeling open the bottle.
John gets excited when I break open a bottle I've nenever had before.
When I hear that plastic ripping, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, he's like,
I can feel it down there.
This one, I've never really seen it in the store until like somewhat recently, and I was like, dude, I've been looking to pick up a bottle of this, and all I've seen it is on the secondary on like websites or like like bourbon groups and things like that, and I was like, you know what, I'm snagging it. It's a Smoke Wagon. It's a private barrel, and it is 6 months, 10 years, and it's 60.19%
All right. A little high.
alcohol.
I like it.
So this is this is a little higher, man. This is let's see what else it says. Beyond single barrel, the contents of this bottle are not just from one barrel, but a barrel that was handpicked for its unique taste characteristics. Once it's got this distinct flavor profile, will never be repeated.
Hooked on phonics worked for me.
Hello. And it says here on the sticker itself, the barcode, it says 39% rye private barrel.
Interesting. And that's Smoke Wagon.
This is Smoke Wagon. We
They
always
are
like
out of-
Smoke
I like Smoke
Wagon.
Wagon.
Yeah, this is Nevada, Las Vegas.
So this is the second episode in a row we're doing a Nevada bourbon.
Because we did Frey Ranch. That's
Frey
right.
Ranch last week,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So I'm looking forward to this, man, because Smoke Wagon, they've never done us wrong. I think
No.
everything we've had from Smoke Wagon,
Yeah.
but you know,
They have
there's
some good ones.
There's got to be a first time for everything. So let's.
No, don't say that. Come on. man.
Hopefully that isn't the case. You know what, John? What are you
Yeah,
going
what
to
do
start
you
doing? We're going to have you pick your glass. Which one do you want to use today?
I am going to go, if you don't mind,
I don't mind.
with the Woodford.
All right. Can you give me my glass, actually, the one you gave me?
Oh,
I
the PFAF?
yeah, I haven't seen that one in quite some time. Because it's been over there and I sit over here. So I don't know how it got mixed over there. So I just missed my glass a little. Johnny?
I miss Kentucky. I want to go back.
Well, this is Nevada, but yeah, me too.
I want to go there too, though. I've been, I downloaded Borgata or BetMGM online, and I've been playing
I know you mentioned
online
it, man.
blackjack, and now I'm ready to go to the casino.
Now once you popped, you can't stop, huh?
But you know what? Once I get out to Nevada, I mean, I got some distilleries that I got to check out. It's not just gonna be all
Absolutely.
gambling.
Definitely, dude, definitely. But I think you got to keep in mind though, some of these aren't necessarily close. Like I don't think Frey Ranch is necessarily close to like the Strip or anything like that.
that's
So
all right.
I don't know about Smoke Wagon. Who knows? But you know, you have to do your homework, I guess. Knows. I was telling John before we did this right now. I'm like, I haven't had anything to drink
neither.
alcohol wise in a few
Yeah.
days.
We'll be buzzed by the end of this episode. All right. I smell, it's a little sweet.
I'm getting tobacco, kind of
I can smell the rye.
a little smokiness.
Little wagon.
I didn't even put that together, but
I get
yeah.
a little, I get brown sugar a little bit. I get,
Little brown sugar. I'm kind of I'm getting like. Do you know when you go camping and you get that kind of firewood smell in the air?
or in your clothes the next
Yeah,
day.
yeah. Like it's kind of got that a little bit with that brown sugar. So it's like that sweet s'mores over the campfire kind of smell. I think you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh wow! I missed bourbon.
It sits there for a minute.
It's got.
It's good. Ooh, that aftertaste is good.
It's got the rye. I get a lingering rye
In the
finish.
mouth, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
That lingering rye in the mouth, not in your hands, and it's got some heat to it.
It definitely has heat to it.
Yeah, but that's good, man. I'm getting that Kentucky hug. It's just sitting
is.
there. It's just like
The
chilling
second
right
sip
now.
was better than the first sip, I think, because you
Yeah.
wasn't expecting. That's good. Try it with some water.
I mean, that's a nice Kentucky hug.
Oh. Oh, yeah. A little water in there.
Yeah.
A little water in the mouth. It feels nice all around the mouth. It lingers for a little bit. You taste the proof.
Yeah.
We'll say it that way. You definitely taste the proof. It's not subtle, Mrs. Esterhaus.
Yeah.
The proof is there, but it's really good.
You get that nice rye spice.
I like this one a lot. So, Smoke Wagon did not disappoint.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what else I'm getting. If there's any other note I can really pinpoint on the palate. The finish hangs. I like that linger.
About like a dried fruit, almost like a raisin.
Okay. Yeah.
I like it. That's good.
I can agree. Maybe a hint of cocoa. I don't know. Maybe.
little anise, maybe. I keep going back to like spices, like baking spice.
Well, baking spice, cocoa, and baking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a couple drops.
Again, I don't remember which bourbon we did recently, but this is a good winter bourbon.
Yeah.
Because that hug that you like is going to keep
Kentucky
you
hug.
warm, man. Or you got a little deck in the backyard. Like
Yeah.
A nice, cool fall night.
And I have a little deck.
Yes, your little deck. You can sit on the little deck with your little deck and bring out this smoke wagon. And when it's really like cool out, like this will warm you up.
Yeah, it's nice. It's good.
I'm almost scared of the winter coming and the cold weather coming because my bourbon, is getting larger and larger in my stash, and I'm just going to be drinking it nonstop just to keep warm.
It is nice, man. You get that nice warmth inside. You can snuggle under your blanket with your wife not in the room, and you just have
peace and
nice
quiet.
So my wife and I, she's watched every older episode of Dexter. I just started watching. John mentioned he just started watching it actually, and I love it. It's great. The show's been good. We're like maybe 2 or 3. I think we're 3 episodes or 2 episodes into the second season right now.
Okay, I'm only one in.
Okay,
I
so
took a little break. I was away.
Got you beat now. Yeah.
I'll catch up.
So it's great and everything because I like the show. But when I hang out with my wife, it's upstairs in our family room.
Yeah.
It's me on the couch, got my drink, whatever. I'm not complaining at all, but I like to have a couple days down here in the Speakeasy. Hang out. I got my couch, my recliner over there, my TV. I have my Ken time where I can just chill out and relax.
Does she come down and hang out with you down here?
She has, but if she comes, she wants the recliner a lot of times, and that's kind of like that's my
your
seat.
spot, right?
It's like Frasier and Frasier's dad. He's got his seat. I kind of have my seat, but the couch is kind of just. I guess she doesn't like to be turned to the side and laying on the couch the way it's set up. I guess recliners in that couch would have been nice, but. When we moved here, that couch was from my old house, so it wasn't like it was a new one or something where...
Yeah, no, that couch is good where it is.
Yeah, it works.
Sink into it, it's nice.
Yeah, it works. And
I'm actually redoing my basement. We're cleaning it up. So my basement my stepson moved out. We got so much crap. My wife doesn't like to throw anything out.
Yeah.
Like the girls when they're little, and books, and she always tries to do the right thing by instead of getting rid of like clothes, she'll see if a friend needs them when they're having kids and
donate to
but now we've come to the point where all right, enough's enough, and it's being cleaned up, and now I have my couch back, my TV's back. The girls have this long bookshelf,
all right,
with all just kid stuff and arts and craft stuff, and I was like, I think we're gonna empty this.
All right,
I'm gonna flip it. And I'm going to do something with it, maybe stain it, and I'm going to try to make it like a little bar out of it.
Yeah.
Bring my stuff down, maybe get some stools, and...
let me know. Let me know next time. Gosh, I haven't been to your house in a long time, but... or you can take photos. I can always give you some ideas.
Yeah, 100%.
And let you know. Ideas I have.
Yeah.
And, I'm sure it's something you can figure out.
Yeah, and just, it'll be, like you said, an escape room, like a little escape room for me.
Yeah.
And,
Yep. Yeah, that sounds cool, dude. Yeah, I'll definitely give you some ideas if you're interested, man. I'm always looking and whatever. I mean, the setup here is very cozy dive,
I love it down here.
Yeah, it's just kind of...
And even, it's 90 degrees outside, but it's, 60 degrees down here.
And I don't have air conditioner down here.
I know, it's great.
I don't have air conditioner. It's just, it's a basement, so it stays pretty cool. I don't know how it stays. I guess because whatever, it's kind of
hot air goes
partially
up,
underground.
Yeah. Always cool down here.
Always cool, and even in the wintertime, it's not too bad because the furnaces are. We have a room over there with the furnaces and stuff, so the heat kind of radiates too from them. And if not, I have a little.
You're hot, so.
Oh, I radiate as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So yeah, John had mentioned, or I had mentioned, one of us had mentioned too, that we did we mention it? We did our fantasy football.
Yeah. We drafted our 2024/25 fantasy football teams.
Yeah.
This past Friday.
I was very happy with my selections. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I'm kind of like, I don't know. What did you score? What did you score?
A B.
I think mine was a B minus.
Yeah,
so which I'll take a B minus.
You know what? I score an A every year and I never win. Although I won last year, so I'm the
I never win, but I won last year.
Defending champion. 18 years. This is my 18th year doing it with the There's a group of guys. I know this is probably your 5th, 6th, right?
Yeah,
In there.
something like that.
And I've only won a couple times, so it's nice to be the
I
defending
think I
champion.
won my 2nd year.
Yeah, you won right away.
Yeah, I went pretty quick.
Yeah. So yeah, we're drafted. I was in the 3 spot. You were in the 8 spot. I think I got some good values. I think I made a few mistakes. But we'll see how it goes.
We'll see. Let's do a little compare and contrast here, man.
Yeah.
Who's your starting QB? I'll tell you mine.
So my starting QB is actually Tua.
Tua. I got Brock Purdy.
But I got Tua in the 11th round. Everybody kept going quarterback, and I sat and I waited. And at some point, I think you even said it too. You're like, dude, don't even bother right now.
Yeah, because everyone got a QB. Just keep picking until one person selected their backup QB, and then I think that's when the red light came on.
Yeah, and then I took a QB in the next round as well, just to make sure I had. And I wound up drafting Russell Wilson, and I think at that time I had too much to drink.
Yeah.
And I already dropped him.
Sounds like you did.
And I picked up Baker Mayfield.
I didn't even know we could do ad drops already.
Yeah, he did say it was going to start Monday, and then I saw it come up, so I did one.
Oh. Well, I took Brock Purdy, and then I think, what was my first pick? Mixon?
No.
Gibbs?
Yes. Your first pick was Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yes.
Yeah, from Detroit. My first pick was Breece Hall. So I was 3, and my whole thing was going to be CeeDee Lamb or Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
One of those two. Tyreek Hill went 2, and then when it came to me, I kind of got cold feet because CeeDee Lamb was not signed at the time. He was still holding out. I didn't know if he would miss the first game, second game, what would happen. I should have known that they would take care of him because he's so freaking good.
Yeah.
You're not going to let a guy like that. And I wound up taking Breece Hall for the Jets.
Gotcha.
Which is it's a solid pick, I think, at 3. He's a good running back. He's going to get a lot of carries this year.
I took Kelsey early.
You did.
They said I took him a little too early.
You took him in round 2.
Yeah.
No, you know what? No, because he's just like an elite receiver. On some people's radar, he wasn't the number 1 tight end. Sam Laporta was.
Laporta, yeah.
I disagree with that.
Yeah.
I think Travis Kelce is still the number 1 option in Kansas.
I think that it's going to sound silly, but I think with this whole Taylor Swift thing, everything going on, the attention on him, I think he gets off on it, man, and I think he plays a better game because of it.
Absolutely.
And also they mentioned in our league too that tight ends we're going to start getting more points.
Yeah, we're going to up the tight ends a little bit. We're going to give him more props. Yeah.
So it seemed like a no-brainer to take him a little bit earlier because he plays like a wideout, and he can get those points, and because he can get more points, I think it'll work to my favor. I hope it will.
I took Devontae Adams in my second pick because he's going to be my number 1 receiver. I'm hoping he gets traded at some point, maybe to the Jets, to a better quarterback.
Yeah.
At that point, I feel like I probably shouldn't have taken him. I should have taken maybe a Pacheco or another running back, but I didn't. I wanted some type of receiver, and I wound up getting Devontae Adams.
Okay.
I can't say it's a bad pick. He's still a stellar, wide receiver, but that's going to be the pick that I might have screwed up my draft with. We'll see.
You got a good picture there. I'm trying to look to see. Mine's got Rob's head in it.
Yeah, no, I got yours. I got everything.
And what was?
So you went Kelsey. You went Gibbs, Kelsey, Mixon. You waited to the 4th round to take a wide receiver.
Yes, because for me, man,
it's a deep wide receiver.
I struggle with running backs.
Yeah.
Every year, running backs are the toughest players to find, and it just seemed like before my first round pick, we had a couple wideouts already gone, and we had a couple running backs already gone. So it's basically it just seemed right.
Before your pick, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had 5 wide receivers gone off the board, and you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 or 7 running backs off the board.
Yeah.
Before your second pick.
Yeah.
So I think Kelsey was a good pick, and once you came back to your 3rd pick, all the real workhorse running backs were gone. So
yeah,
I don't think that was a bad move.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think, and like I said, people in our league struggle. Like you start to see when you go for the ad drops and you go to running backs, everyone's like 5 points, 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
So to get those solid wide receivers are a lot easier to find because you're going to have a lot of breakout stars that are going to come. You're going to get some rookies that you didn't realize were going to be this good that they're going to appear.
Yeah.
For the wideout option.
I don't like the fact that some people do their. I I have one guy who didn't take his running back until the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th round, and at that time, man, it's just
it's too late.
It's too late, dude.
It is.
You took your quarterback, your tight end, and 2 wide receivers before.
And someone took a
first
QB in the
back.
first round.
Yeah, that's no. The quarterbacks to me went really early this year. And
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. That's why I just sat on it for a
Dude,
while.
I picked Kirk Cousins as a backup last year, which he's my backup this year.
That's a solid pick. That could be your starter.
And that's the thing. Last year, I ended up switching him. He became my starter.
Yeah.
He did great.
I mean, I'm even looking at your second to last pick wide receiver, Shaheed.
Yeah.
That dude put up numbers last year, man.
Yes. And then look at my last pick. Even my last pick, that's why I said I was pretty content.
I don't know who that is.
Who?
Antonio Gibson?
Yeah.
He went from Washington to New England. Absolutely.
And he's like, and usually your last pick is when you know you're going to dump, but I don't even think I'm going to dump him, man.
Yeah. I mean, your starting wide receivers are Mike Evans, George Pickens. You got Amari Cooper and DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
You got the old guys.
Yes.
With Amari, Mike, and
Which is
DeAndre,
always risky, yeah.
But they're the proven guys.
Yeah.
And you know Mike Evans is going to put up numbers. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the way your draft went. We are. What were you, 8th? So
Yeah.
we're not in the same division.
No, we're not.
I actually went in my 3rd round. I went another running back, and I went with Alvin Kamara.
Okay. Who's another OG, right?
He's another OG, but he catches a lot of balls, and that's where I was going for. I wanted those PPRs. And then it's funny because I normally wouldn't go tight end in the 4th round, but I did. Maybe I didn't take the right one. I took George Kittle because with Brandon Ayuk not signed or possibly traded, he's going to get those receptions.
Yes, which is a great way to do it. That's where doing your homework prior to drafting comes into play. I don't do any homework.
Yeah.
You don't know. You can pick a player knowing just by who's not playing with them, what kind of points they're going to put up, because who are they competing for that job?
Right. And then I took a little bit. I'm not going to say it's a risk. I think it's going to wind up being a reward. Ayuk fell to me in the 5th round. He was there, and I was like, you know what? He's not going to sit out the season. He's going to sign or get traded somewhere. He's going to catch balls. I'm going to take him.
Yeah.
I'll sit on him.
Yeah.
I got Rashee Rice, the next one.
Yeah.
Probably the best receiver in Kansas City right now. I'm next to Kelsey. Javonte Williams, and I took Jaden Reed on the Green Bay Packers. I think he's great.
Yeah.
You know, and then I took a little turn for the worst. I took Zeke.
Well,
he's the starting running back right now in the depth chart. So I was like, you know what?
the Cowboys. Prescott's playing, right? So it's like
I got my Jets defense, which I'm happy with.
I got my Ravens defense, which I'm happy with. We both picked our teams.
Yeah. Yep.
And I picked the defense. I picked my defense after someone picked up San Fran, and it's going to sound silly. I know. Defense. A lot of people are like, "Oh, defense, really?" Dude, when you have a good, solid defense, they can put up 20 points for you in a game, which is pretty solid for our league in particular. People don't underestimate the defense. You get a good team that can consistently put up those numbers.
Yeah, we both took our defense in the same round.
Oh, we did.
Yeah,
and
I
then
took the Jets. You took the Ravens, but then you went with a kicker, very early.
A little earlier, but people were starting to pick kickers already.
Yeah, I say screw it, let them pick. My kicker came in last. I wasn't worried about that.
Yeah.
Any Joe Schmo can put up some.
Yes, but you're looking. I understand what you're saying, but for me in particular, I've already had 3 bench probably selected. I just kind of wanted to complete that all-star starting lineup for me, and I'm like, well, I want a top 2, top 3 kicker. I think,
Yeah.
Who's going to guarantee it? There's plenty of kickers that just don't make it. They don't get it.
And then I took my flyer. My flyer this year was Luke McCaffrey on the Washington Redskins. The only reason I took him is because Jahan Dotson was traded a couple days before to the Eagles.
So you did your homework.
I did. I didn't do homework drafting wise. I was just paying attention to sleepers and you know. And that's what I came up with.
So you're pretty content with the picks you made this year.
I'm either going to be good or I'm going to be middle of the pack. I don't think I'm going to be bad.
I often find myself in particular, I start doing my homework after I draft.
Yeah.
I start doing my homework when I get into it, when the league's going, and I'm looking into players. Then, because now I'm not trying to pick a whole team. I'm just trying to pick one player here, one player there, see what I need, see where my weekends are and all that. Weekends. My weak players are.
I love the weekends.
My loose ends. Let's put it, or something along those lines. I meant to say, the ones that I really don't need that aren't performing.
Right. Well, that's what I did when I was like, Russell, well, I got home and I'm like, Russell Wilson. Why did I take Russell Wilson? He might not even
he's
be
going to
the
have
starter.
an all-star.
I mean, he's got the potential to, obviously. It's Russell Wilson.
It's Russell Wilson. Never underestimate that.
I said Baker was there, and I was like, you know what? I know he's going to be the starter the whole way through.
Yeah.
Good offense.
He's still young.
I'm just
fairly young.
I'm going to get rid of him.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. I'm
honestly,
excited.
a few of these guys in a few weeks will probably wind up being off of our, and our, your free agents or your the waiver wire picks.
Yeah.
Will start coming in the next couple weeks. After the first game, you're going to see who's who, who's not.
How often do you to pay attention to projected numbers?
Projected season numbers?
Yeah, like say you're having you do a scoring preview, like I'm doing right here.
Yeah.
And you want to see who you're playing or whatever. Like right now, I'm projected to get 126 points. Brock Purdy's projected to get 18, Mixon 17, Gibbs 17, Evans 16, Pickens 12.
I don't look
Kelsey
at that
15.
too much. I like to look at the opposing team they're playing.
Yeah. Because look at that, Cousins projected to get more than Purdy.
Yeah.
And then, like right now, my weak guy is Warren, but I think he's injured. I think that's why. Yeah, he's questionable, so that's why he doesn't have those numbers just yet.
Yeah. I mean, also, Brock Purdy's numbers are going to go down because Brandon Ayuk isn't signed.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that play into it. I tried not to look at that, but I think we always do.
It's just natural.
Yeah. I don't have that. Why don't I have that?
Scoring preview. Oh. And you could see who are you playing the first week?
So I'm up 1-8. The guy whose team I'm making fun of has more points than I do to start the season. He's projected 118. I'm projected 114. 2 is giving me 20. Brees giving me 20. Kamara giving me 15. Devontae giving me 13. They have Ayuk at 10. He's not even signed yet. He's probably not playing.
Yeah.
Kittle 11. Rashid at 11. The Jets only 8.
Well,
they got Baker putting up 22.
I mean, if it was all on projections, I wish I was playing you this week.
Yeah, for real. Actually, I might have to make a couple moves here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever.
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Like
I'm excited.
Next
Thursday, right?
A lot of people's seasons rest upon, I think, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday.
Yeah, there's a Friday game.
Right?
Yeah, there is a Friday game.
I think a lot of people's fantasies, they all come down to your waiver wire picks. They come down to a lot of stuff. Your waiver wire.
You got to go like this.
Yeah.
Let's get this beer, bro. What do we got, Johnny? Oh, first and foremost, John had mentioned it briefly. We went to Wild Acres for 2024. They're a big event, and it was just a smorgasbord of awesome breweries there. A lot of cool spots. I mean, everyone from Tin Barn, Drownlands are the ones who were running the event.
Other half. Magnify Bricks. The Seed was there.
Yeah.
Ghost Talk was there.
Ghost Talk.
And this place was there. As we were leaving, and it started pouring on us. People started packing up and going, and this place, I don't know if they just went to go get their truck and come back or something to pick up, or they just left a case of beer there. So I grabbed one. Not gonna lie,
thief.
There were a lot of breweries giving away stuff. Like the district was giving away the rest of their beers.
Yeah.
I took a couple of those. I gotta take this off to read it. This is from Widowmaker Brewing.
Okay.
It is an IPA. You could smell it. 6%, and this is called Starhaven. Widowmaker, I think, puts out some good stuff.
Yeah.
I've had them a couple times at a couple different shows. Never been there. Where are they?
I wonder if they ever met Widow Jane. Or maybe the reason she's Widow Jane.
Because there's a chick in a space helmet here.
If they're the Widowmakers.
And they're out of Massachusetts, it looks like.
So they drove down to Brooklyn.
Braintree.
They killed Widow Jane's husband. They became Widowmakers. Okay, let's smell this. Ooh, man, this is it. Ooh, man.
Strong IPA smell.
Oh, it's fruit, papaya, in your face. Good stuff, man. It smells good. I hope it tastes as good as it smells, to be honest with you.
If we had this there, it was later in the day. Oh, I like that.
It's good.
All right. It's subtle. It's nice. It's easy.
It is subtle, Mr. House.
It's crushable.
Mrs. House. It's got good flavor. I feel like I was expecting a little bit more punch because of the nose.
Yeah.
It's not like as much.
It smells fruitier than it tastes.
Yeah, not
There's
as
a little
much.
dankness at the end, a little bitter.
I it's very good, but I feel like I need a little bit more on that flavor. I think
You need a little more of the smell.
Yes.
The smells.
Yes.
The taste doesn't
Justify the smell.
justify the smell.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to be honest. I wasn't even expecting many IPAs there, right? Because wasn't it a big, like, saison type of event?
I guess so. Yeah.
And there were a lot of good ones, man.
Yeah.
I've become very, very fond of the saison.
Saison?
Saison. Saison? Size off.
Saison.
Saison? Size off.
Raw.
Am I saying that right? Saison?
Or
Saison?
saison.
Saison?
Saison.
Oui, oui.
I'd like some extra saison on my meat.
Yeah, you like the saison?
Goya saison.
I've become very fond of that type of beer.
Yeah.
And I had a great time at that place, even though we got poured on.
Yeah. It started pouring. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have some videos. I cannot air the one video because I think Dom and his better half are in it, and I know that they are very anti-video.
We put up one on our Instagram page on one of our reels of us there getting poured on. I believe we were under the Cane tent.
Okay, yeah, check it out, guys. If you haven't seen it yet,
check it out. But Drownlands Wild Acres 2025, we will be there again because I had a
good time,
fabulous
and I liked
time.
that they kind of limited the tickets so that
it wasn't crazy.
It wasn't super crazy there, which I kind of prefer. We didn't have to wait online at all for beers, so we kind of just walked
and the
up.
beers Drownlands actually put out were delicious as well.
Yeah, they were
Those
good.
were probably one
Shout
of my
out to the
favorites,
host. Good stuff. Yeah, very good stuff.
And then the week after was Tin Barn's big extravaganza.
Neither of us could.
We couldn't make it.
One,
I was away.
Yeah,
I was sailing the ocean blue.
Yeah. And how was your cruise?
80 breweries. Oh, I just ripped the skin off of my finger. That hurt.
Nice.
Yep, I'm gonna bleed everywhere. The cruise was awesome, man. It was really good. I cruised on MSC. Never been on MSC before.
Yeah.
Compare and contrast, it's different than everything we're used to here.
Yeah.
With Carnival, Norwegian, Royal.
What is it? What was the name of the cruise ship?
MSC was the Meraviglia. Or the Meraviglia.
I don't think I've ever heard of that cruise line before.
MSC is the Mediterranean. Do you ever see like the shipping containers coming from?
Yeah.
And it says MSC on them. It's the same company.
Oh.
Yeah, this bad.
This guy.
It's so stupid. So it's a European. Don't worry about it. It's a European boat.
Yeah.
I don't have AIDS. I'm good. And it was very European inside.
Yeah.
It was old school cruising.
Okay.
Assigned seating, you can't just go down and sit whenever you want.
Well, I don't want to hear
Some
just about the
waiter.
cruising. How was the boozing?
So the boozing was awesome. This is the first time I've ever had a drink package. The drink package was included in my fare.
Oh.
So every night we found there was an English pub. That's the only place you can really get beer except for Heineken. The bars only had Heineken. That was it. Sometimes there was a lady walking around a pool with like a cart with ice, and she had Stellas and Bud Lights and Miller Lights. But this place had Guinness. I drank a lot of Pilsner Urquell, Peroni, Stella.
Nice.
The only IPA in the whole ship was Lagunitas. Not a fan.
Lagunitas.
There was no bourbon on the boat.
Yeah.
Which
is odd.
Very odd. And the bartender told me they took all the bourbon away.
Yeah.
They had Elijah Craig. They had Buffalo Trace.
But why would they take it away?
I don't know. And he couldn't explain to me why.
Yeah.
So it's funny because probably the third day I became good friends with I don't want to say good friends. They probably do that with everybody to get tips.
Yeah.
I became friendly with the bartender in this bar. And, we were talking about it. And he goes, you're seeing Woodford everywhere. He goes, but it's a rye whiskey. It's not bourbon.
Which is okay. It's a nice
I was drinking
alternative.
it. And I was drinking Gentleman's Jack. I think it's over here somewhere.
No, Gentleman Jack.
You don't have Gentleman Jack?
No.
Okay. I was drinking Gentleman Jack, which was good.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I have something. And he came out with Buffalo Trace, regular Buffalo Trace, which I'm not a huge fan of.
But it's still a good,
But he was happy that I was a bourbon guy, and he had it for me.
Yeah.
And he gave me a couple pours, made me an old-fashioned with it.
Nice.
Otherwise, I was drinking Jack Daniels every night.
Yeah.
I must have had, literally, every night, 6 to 8 beers with 6 to 8 Jack Daniel chasers.
Oh, when your options are limited, you take what you can get.
And I wasn't shooting the Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
I was sipping them. I would do sip of beer, sip Jack Daniels. And
Tennessee whiskey.
it was good, man.
Yeah.
It was good.
Well, it sounds like you had a good time.
Great time.
Yeah. Yeah, I just find it a little odd with the whole bourbon thing and everything. But
they couldn't explain it. Because I said I went on, and on the menu before I went on the boat, I did my research. Elijah Craig, Woodford Reserve, Buffalo Trace. Perfect.
And the food was good?
The food in the dining room was not very good.
Yeah, that's a big part of cruising, bro.
So, my first night, my daughter got a steak, well done. It was rare. My meatball was raw. It was okay. They make their own pasta, so I had lasagna one night. That was good.
Yeah. Did they have any private or?
They did. They had the Butcher's Cut Steakhouse.
Okay.
Was extra. They had a seafood restaurant. Was extra. They had a hibachi, and they had a Mexican restaurant.
All right, so they had those kind of restaurants. What about like your chain? Any chains on there? Like I've been on cruises where they've had like Johnny Rockets or things like that on it. Yeah.
Just buffet. The buffet food, I'll tell you, was top notch.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge buffet guy on the boats.
Not either. Yeah.
But this boat was really good.
You know what I'm concerned with buffets is like there's a lot of people walking around coughing on it. They might have COVID or something, and you got to watch out.
Yeah, you got to watch out.
You got to watch out for that stuff.
You got to watch out for COVID.
Yeah. So.
But they made their own pizza. The pizza was the best I've ever had. The pizza could rank up to which is regular pizza right here.
Yeah.
They had a Sicilian, which they called Chicago style.
Yeah.
But it was Sicilian.
Yeah.
One of the best Sicilians I've ever had.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
They had a mozzarella making machine. They made their own fresh mozzarella.
And
they
you
had
can
a
eat
lady walk around with
much pizza as you want, though? As many slices as you want?
from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m.
I'd be so fucking fat.
Dude, you know how much pizza we ate?
Yeah.
When we came home, even my kids were like, can we not have pizza for like a week? And then from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., it was pizza and sandwiches.
Yeah.
And after drinking at 12:30 every night, kids would meet up with us after hanging out with their friends, and we go get pizza. And the best chicken salad I ever had in my life.
Really?
Best chicken salad ever. I eat chicken salad every night. Chicken salad and pizza. It was so weird.
So
dude.
interesting.
It was so odd.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was it. It was
there
time.
anything that made the chicken salad like special? Was there an ingredient?
I don't know.
Like when I make chicken salad, I put apple in it, little chopped
I like
apple.
Yeah, I do that in my tuna. I never done that in my chicken salad.
Tuna with apple, interesting.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I do it with my chicken salad. I put little
red onion and celery.
For my tuna, I put black olives, chopped black olives in it.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, a little extra saltiness.
I like celery, carrots, onions, black olives.
Celery.
I do a little red wine
hit or
vinegar, a
miss.
little bit of hot sauce.
Some people put grapes in their chicken salad too.
Yeah.
You cut it up.
That Waldorf grape.
Yeah. And the nuts, the almond or whatever nuts they use. I don't know. It's almonds.
Walnuts.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. It was a good time.
Sounds like you had a good time.
Great time.
And we have Labor Day coming up this weekend.
So this is it. This is the end of the summer.
It's the end of the summer
as we know it.
I'm heading to the lake on probably Thursday.
I think I'm heading to the shore on Friday.
Yeah, if the weather is going to be okay. My wife pretty much said if it's going to rain, because last time we went up for the last weekend, it was a couple rainy days and stuff. But we did some fun things. We did Legoland. We did all that stuff, which is cool. But there was a couple rainy days, and I mean, I agree with her. She's like, if it's raining, we're sitting in the house. We could do that here. It's not like we're renting the home. I own the home, so it's not like it's.
If it's raining, can't you do brewery tours? Maybe hit up a couple places.
Yeah, you can do some stuff. But when you have a 6-year-old, you're kind of like,
give him some Robitussin.
No, he's all right. He's all right. He's content as long as he has like a little game in front of him. We do some restaurants. We'll do stuff like that.
Calicoon?
But it becomes repetitive. We'll do Calicoon. Excellent. So we'll see. There's a couple new places we wanted to check out. In Narrowsburg, there's a new French restaurant we kind of want to check out. Yes, we. There's actually a new bar there too, but I don't know. I don't think it'll be really kid friendly. So that's one of those ones I'll see for when you guys come up or something. We could check it out.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll be down the shore. I'm gonna head over to your brother's down to Levelette.
Okay.
And that's it. Enjoy the last.
I think he got back today. I know his flight was delayed. So
tonight, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think his flight got delayed. Last I spoke to my mom, got delayed. So
yeah, that's it. We'll end the summer on a beach note.
Yes.
And,
well, that's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it.
And then fall, here we come, baby. Apple picking, pumpkin picking, some
I am looking
fires.
forward to it.
I want to bust out my hoodies,
Yeah, John and I wanted to talk a little bit, but I think we're gonna maybe we'll save it for next episode. I'm not sure about recent news. Also, as well, we haven't talked about the whole Biden not running it because we haven't. It really has been that long since
high school dropout Biden.
Yeah, since we've been able to
screwed up our whole election.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, we probably should. What do you think? Next episode we talk about
Yeah,
it.
we'll
Talk about it a little bit in the next episode or whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't think much is going to change between this episode and the next episode, where we can bring that up and talk a little bit on our thoughts on that. So we'll catch up on that a little bit and hit some other topics up.
Sounds good to me.
Shout out.
Smoke Wagon.
Awesome. I like this one.
Nevada. Yeah, that was very good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to have maybe a little bit more. Maybe we do a little something with it.
Yeah.
Widowmaker Brewing.
Yeah.
From Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Very good.
Cool.
I enjoyed it. Very good beer. And that's it. Right?
Cool. I think we're good.
Shout out all your fantasy football people. Good luck this year in your fantasy football.
Yeah.
Drop some comments.
Yeah.
Let us know who your first pick was.
Yeah, we're curious.
Let us know
who did you take. Hopefully not a QB.
Yeah. Who didn't you like that we picked?
Yeah. What's your take on it?
Yeah, we can use some comments.
Yeah.
Shout us out. Subscribe, like, comment.
All that fun stuff.
And then
John, cheers to you.